as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Hey, I just went down.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton.
Looks like everything's back. Let me know if you can hear me in the
Got
chat.
an open man, it's Olave.
You didn't miss anything,
This
game
well
one.
past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Dalton. Johnson's got it complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line.
If you're a little confused, it's fault, has slight internet issues, but I think we're back.
Because they've come out and reestablished the tempo.
I'm wrong.
A nice throw there, and they're putting
Can you hear me? Let me know.
Drive as a response.
I think everything's working.
Up the middle with Kamara. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 22, Dalton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. His first
game so
catch,
far,
good for 14 there and a first down.
We'll get him in the second quarter.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Packers 7, Saints nothing.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
It's a gain of 8 yards.
To throw here, Dalton. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Rasul Douglas picks it. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away, not intercepted.
No.
And Rodgers is
Got
going
that safety. You know what I'm saying?
in the end zone. It's a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles and they've changed plays when they see certain sets? A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure, and boy, did it pay off in this case.
So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away.
Wow. Wow.
Well, whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that.
This game's going to be ugly, but it's going to be fun.
The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Second and goal from inside the 5. Jones again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Only a game
Aaron
left.
Jones taking it in from 4 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Having a good night.
Crosby with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Packers 14, Saints 2. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will
Now they turn that next
back
kick
of the end
after
zone, so we will
Never
start
seen
here
that before.
at the 25.
Off the dome, onto the ground. That's crazy.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
From the 29, Dalton. And he's got the hook up to Landry.
He saw me, but it didn't matter.
Second catch for him today, and it'll
Hopefully we
wind
can get
up a
closer
first
towards
down.
halftime.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for us.
Andy Dalton. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. Got a man. That's Lazard. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Down, but not up.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
Yeah, right down the
He
middle.
finds Watson. It's
We all knew
caught.
that was coming.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Touchdown!
21
Aaron
to
Jones.
2.
He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Gotta get this down.
Now after the touchdown,
Come on,
here's
Sus,
Crosby
Declan.
to kick it away.
Or Santi, right?
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football.
Oh,
and the
my.
Packers pick
Oh,
it up.
my.
And his guys are going to take
Everything
over the
has
21-yard
gone wrong in this
line.
game.
Hey, you might as well go on quick, cuz.
And they just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. they're going to be looking for some answers and quickly.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Thank you all for during your
now a play fake.
Night
Rodgers
watch me
had his hands on
play
it
some
but
football.
dropped it. The rookie making a
like I haven't
little bit of a
played
rookie
yet.
mistake. 3rd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's
I feel
had
like
a pretty
some
good
points
half
are coming
catching
now.
the football, but
I have faith in
let's
Andy
just be
Dalton.
honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to get the football back at their own 17. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They've had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for him because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Ooh, right to the
Play in the
seam.
drive there is
You gotta hold on to
incomplete.
those.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why they look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
This time they stay on the ground.
Ooh, that's good block.
And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
Got nothing to lose here.
They'll try to pass on 4th down. Dalton. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
We hate to see it.
This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
We
That's it
dodged
for
that
the
one.
first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Saints 2.
Gotta be more aggressive out there, boys. Rodgers
And we
killing
welcome
us.
you back live now inside the booth
Pass.
alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock
Let's
for
see
the
if we
3rd
can
quarter.
rally
So
back.
it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are
Football is a game
underway
momentum,
in the
you know?
3rd quarter. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone.
And
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
oh my.
And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown.
Not my game today.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising
problem.
because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26.
Saints 2. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So let's try
Good to hear,
this again.
Captain.
After the kick return TD, here's yet another
Where's that
kickoff.
something? That's fine.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right off the 20.
at their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's trying to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. Let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. A 10th carry for Kamara. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss.
He'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. So Dalton now. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Play action.
Dalton sets up play action.
Oh, he was
This
there.
will be incomplete.
Had
A
it.
dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't throw
One
that
extra
one
block
in.
there.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Next play.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Another chance for Dalton.
There it is.
He's got a man wide
Jarvis
open.
Landry.
It's Landry. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14.
In my opinion, he's a primary receiver.
Dalton operating in the red zone now. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter, 2nd and 10.
And Dalton to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And again, Andy Dalton to throw.
It is. Boom.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
A 13-yard touchdown.
Back
And
into
the
it.
Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, what was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Johnson now from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense.
One
This
stop
is what
at a time,
NFL
no
offense is
problem.
called 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down.
Need to
At the
win.
same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Going for the comeback of the century right here.
Rodgers to throw on second down.
Oof.
That is caught.
Ooh.
It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Second
end
catch
needs to
for him
cover
today,
that
and
there.
it'll wind up a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range
Put
throws
3 in
have
that
been
middle.
available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And
A
these
little
guys have been
out
taking advantage so far.
Oh, he's just gonna run a clock ahead. Oh,
They
he
fake
got
the
it.
give.
Okay.
Now Rodgers. He'll go right back to Tunyon. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action.
Again.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third is we're through 3
more
quarters of
scores.
play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, it's Jones. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have a Packers first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting
This
7.
turnover.
When you have someone throwing it that
Not
well,
coming.
that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take a good like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this
That's the
before,
heavy
haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
On second and 9, Rodgers
Over net. There we go.
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger,
Takes this
Tyrann
game
Mathieu.
incredible, man.
And the Saints are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the
4 more
ball.
times.
And that
Boys,
one
we
was
gotta
picked
be out
off.
there. It's a 4-minute offense. I have
The
a shot.
first down throw coming for Dalton.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Rasul Douglas picks it.
Andy Dalton trying to tackle him. There's Anthony
And
down.
into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer
Adios.
touchdown.
But just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, and they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick six?
After this type of L,
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another
forward.
shot at it now as
Maybe
this one's in the
gears.
air.
I think we're done with that today.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one's pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Knows the play, so you have to think of a different outcome.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Packers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Looking left sideline, incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
You're on Twitch.
They have been unstoppable
right
this
now.
afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
There's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows
You're
the
on
next time
YouTube,
you'll
you
be
can
playing as
see,
well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage
stream.
of it. You don't
If you wanna
worry
go
about
back
your
and forth,
opponent. You just
leave me
worry
a
about
follow.
what you're doing.
Now a
appreciate
throw
it.
to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Forced out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball
Anyone saw my
And that will certainly
video?
lend itself to some post-game questions for
Tell you
that
what's on
coach,
the
and maybe
stream
you and I
log.
should attend that press conference.
You guys have a
And
suggestion on what game I should play?
intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
Throw 'em in the
And
chat.
the Saints are going to get the
Pressure.
football here as the ball will come out
play
to
anything
the
to his
20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable
get us
the way
out
their
of here.
opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close
a
to
tough
being
loss.
over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So it's
The
all
Rockets is one
over.
of the
A
goats,
Green Bay
you know?
victory, and
Sometimes you
they
have
were
to
really
just
helped by their
accept that
defense,
you're playing Hall
forcing
of
3
Famer out there.
turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, Pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air.
Indeed, you're live. Live right now.
All right.
We're gonna play some hockey.
Yeah, we finish this weekly up and then
Football just wasn't sport today. That's okay. Hockey's the way to go. Looks like my jersey's changed.
yeah, Chubby changed them around last night or this morning.
I like it. A little black and white. Not bad. I love it. We definitely like sports, Denver. The 88 speed just isn't enough. All these people are skating at 94. See if I can boost some of the speed. Help too much. Acceleration. I would need
A lot better.
Go with
If it would drop some fuel cells for me.
+2 speed we need, definitely. For now, steady strides. What we're going to go with from top to bottom. Let's see. Don't need this for playing 3v3.
We are up and ready to talk.
It's not so much. I like that wrist shot accuracy. I think we can do it. In here. that corner. Cross moves. They worked me once or twice, but nothing special.
Excavator is ready to go.
I like this DNI.
From enemy fire.
You can definitely do something with that.
Excavator lost power. Find another
Yeah, it's lost power because nothing's dropping cells.
What are you trying to loot? What are you trying to loot?
I'm on
protect the remaining
it's the weekly Archon shard one, but the people are far and few between. This person died 300 feet from where we're at.
He's currently playing Warframe, but he's gonna come on a little later. Good on defense. Good on defense. Offensive build. Offensive build. I'm going with that pass assist. Definitely. That's what we need right there. Close quarters at level 49. That is just overpowered right there. You can score so many goals. Hook on the string. That's a good starter badge. Why not? You know what, before we go, I'm just gonna play one.
2 more cryotic. And I can move on to the last section.
And
I'll switch over.
Oh, Sightseed's almost ready. We play clubs here.
This new Umran build though is working out pretty well.
We're lucky. See that? 5 out of 7.
protect the remaining defense.
A little warm-up game, why not? Alright. We have a goalie. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad. I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt, so I see otherwise. Fine. Hopefully it's not someone who just leaves the crease and runs the other team's score up. what we don't want.
Picked up the target. Go to the dig site. Excavator is ready to go. Keep it powered and protected from enemy fire.
That should be enough.
Excavator has run out of power. Fire itself.
Oh, the goalie quit right away.
Are you gonna drop it or are you just waiting?
I'm just playing a warm-up game real quick.
Takes the puck into the corner of the offensive end. And that's out of reach and out of the offensive zone. He tries to make it down the pass to Mackey. The Icebreakers take over on possession. Race for the puck here. Icing waved off on the play.
Yeah.
Okay, that's one.
There we go. That's all we need.
But he's got that's a really
Regrouping. Back over.
Alright, one more mission.
makes a good save here.
This next one shouldn't take as long.
Denies him in front. He's sharp on that one. Nowhere to go for the puck. And that battle along the wall comes to an end. Shuts them down. They are really pouring on the pressure here. Takes it into the slot. Oh, he denies him. What a save.
Got lucky on that
He
one.
was locked in on that. Shooter prepares the puck and the goalkeeper right on top of it to make the save. Can't get a hold of that pass. The Nighthawks have it against the wall. Now into the offensive zone from the right side. What a save!
You would have thought that an Obra was going to be dealing 40% of the damage.
A little burst of speed now as the puck's moved inside the offensive zone. Can't make it work. And he slides it quickly. Here's a chance, a 2-on-0. Scores! What a finish! He looks so confident going in. There's no indecision. Whether it's shot or deep, he always seems to know what he wants to accomplish.
How's Yo-Yo now?
The frame has been played here. The Icebreakers lead it 1-0. Looks to get the puck over to Ben. Over the pass. Denies him on the one-timer. Oh, what reaction. And that slides right out to center ice. Michelle's got it in the defensive zone. They go on the attack from the left side.
See if I can fix it in a few.
Offensive zone. He's got it now, and he's already got the go-ahead goal. Takes it to the net. You'll need more than that to beat him. Oh, another great save right there. Along the half wall with the puck. And a little body contact on that play. Moves it quickly over to Estevez. Poked away in the neutral zone by Ben. The Icebreakers look to start the transition game. Here's a chance. And he comes up with it. All right, time to get a clean sheet of ice here as period number 1 comes to an end. As you heard the horn sound, we'll be back with much, much more as this is going to be a battle.
To attack. Is that any better?
Both teams with a chance to recharge and refresh, and this second period about set to get underway.
Got some concert tickets today, Steve-O.
One period already in the books.
My son was too happy with me headbanging next to him.
Very hard to figure out why they're behind in this game. They never have the
That's great. That's great.
into the
Yeah.
offensive zone.
Bought tickets to Disturbed, and I told him I had to get him ready for the concert, so I started headbanging, and he says, "Can you stop violently headbanging next to me?" I'm like, no.
Back to the blue line. They get into the offensive zone, James. They're looking for him, and he's looking for that one-timer. That pass is on the tee, and he hammers
Oh, we are just melting the boss.
it to the race now. He grabs the puck. The Icebreakers play it along the boards.
Sorry you can hear an echo.
Has possession.
My friend has a microphone that's a bit confusing. So when I talk to him, you're gonna hear me echo.
Oh, okay. That was fast.
I don't think it can be fixed from my end.
He's not dead yet, but his first phase is already done, so.
Centering feed, and that's intercepted. He might have a step here. Great save! The Nighthawks will play for the defensive zone. And now he moves it to Mackey. Wow, what a bad save by Wagner! Here we go, it's a 2-on-1. Oh, they probably want to redo on that. The Nighthawks have it now. Quick feed to Estevez. Nothing. It's probably going to be frustrated here, Taylor, because you work so hard to get into the middle of the ice, and then his shot doesn't even test the goalie. The Nighthawks want the puck in the defensive zone. Icing is the call. We'll get a reset. Past the halfway mark of this period, the Icebreakers now lead by 2. The Nighthawks win it in the defensive zone. Estevez takes it across the line. And that's intercepted by Ben.
The Icebreakers have done a really good job of chopping the ice in half. Good stick position. Really good play without the puck. Now they got to generate something when they get that turnover.
Yeah, well, it should be fixed by my next stream, which probably this weekend. I'm getting Harry Potter. I'm really excited to play it. It's gonna be my first reaction to Harry Potter. I haven't played one since I was 5, 20 years ago.
We get another look at this breakaway when he's up on the play. The puck is in a shooting spot the whole time.
But
And he delivers.
definitely gonna fix it by next time.
There's a solid collision. And he makes the save. Nice feed. Pass back to the point. Here's the pass to Michelle. Into the corner. And he takes the feed. He scores! Oh, the one-timer. Beautiful.
Just wanted to say thank you all for watching tonight.
Back to center ice.
Probably the same time
After the initial rush,
on Friday.
the coach was down.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, as always. And
Intermission where we
we're gonna take the after party just to Twitch alone. So just let me know in the comments what games you would like me to play also.
I'm getting there.
We'll see. Have a good night, everyone.